Hey, welcome back to Car Talks, where I rant, ramble, rave, and word about my thoughts on training, life, and fitness. And thinking about today, how things you see or big picture things really don't affect you that much. And this kind of goes, talking to a friend today, and he was sharing with me how somebody across state lines was trying to get them in trouble for a powerlifting meet, or at least the story of somebody else. It wasn't his powerlifting meet, but another powerlifting meet got in. Was tried to have somebody else attack their powerlifting meet because of COVID guidelines, stuff like that, and especially given like political circumstances these days. A lot of people get really tied up into things that don't affect them. They get tied up into big picture things. What somebody else does affects them for some reason. Like they get caught up in this. And it doesn't have to be that way. And I like to think about it training, right? Like all of a sudden people get caught up, they see somebody lift a number in training, and they automatically adjust their training to try to keep up with that person. Because for some reason they just can't get over that they saw somebody else somewhere do something that they're not doing. You've got to keep a focus on things. What other people do doesn't affect you. And I think that's the thing. And I actually had a conversation because, like I said, it's like you see it a lot with political things these days, but people don't realize that a lot of times what happens on the local level for elections and whatnot tends to impact you more than what happens on a bigger scale. And it's one of those things where you see all these lifters and exercises on social media. You see somebody doing one thing, and without any context, you add it into your training program because they're doing it, and you don't want to fall behind, or you feel like it's going to impact your training to not do that exercise or to do that exercise. And it's one of those things you get caught up in. Don't get caught up in that. Wow, my camera just like totally zoomed all around. My GoPro mount's getting really loose here, guys. But don't get caught up in that. Don't fall for it. Your training is your training. You got to focus on the immediate task or the local thing for you, right? Which is your goals, your needs, and the outcomes that you're after, and your own physiology and demands and stuff like that. So don't get caught up fighting over things that really don't affect you that much. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your coach's time. And in the end, it could inhibit your progress. So just something for you to think about today. Until next time, we'll see you in the passenger seat.